Good morning, students. Today we will solve some problems regarding liquidity ratios. See the problem. This is first problem. Today's first problem. Calculate current ratio and quick ratio from the following particulars and also give your comments about the same. Cash and cash equivalents 46,000. Inventory of raw material 1,10,000. Work in progress 30,000. Finished goods 1,20,000 and loose tools 40,000. Total inventory is rupees 3 lakhs. Now here cash and cash equivalents is current asset and excluding loose tools, inventory of raw material, work in progress and finished goods. These will be included in current assets. Okay, machinery we have to skip because it is fixed tangible assets. Computer software we have to skip because it is intangible fixed asset. Trade payables is current liability. Trade receivables current asset 2 lakhs. Long term investments 2 lakhs 10,000. We have to skip this item because it is regarding long term. Short term investment is current asset. Short term investment rupees 50,000, it is current asset. Liability for current taxation, current liability. Liability for future taxation it is relating to long term goals, so we have to skip it. Bank overdraft current liability. Dividend payable current liability. Outstanding expenses current liability and prepaid expenses current asset. Okay, so now we have to calculate current ratio as well as quick ratio from the given information, and we have to comment about the financial position of the company from our ratios. So let's start now. So in this problem we have to calculate current ratio. This is today's first problem. For calculating current ratio, we have to calculate first current assets and current liabilities from the given information. While reading the problem, we have already discussed which are the current assets and which are the current liabilities. Now let's start. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so first we have to calculate current assets. Current assets is equal to आय होप की तुम्हाला दिसतंय व्यवस्थित. Current assets is equal to, I am adjusting the focus here. As per our discussion, there is cash and cash equivalents. So we have to add all current assets here to get total current assets. Cash and cash equivalents plus inventory. As per our discussion, inventory excluding loose tools, म्हणजे loose tools सोडून बाकीची जी इन्व्हेंटरी आहे ती, प्लस ट्रेड रिसिवेबल्स प्लस शॉर्ट टर्म इन्व्हेस्टमेंट्स plus prepaid expenses. So cash and cash equivalents, inventory, trade receivables, short term investment and prepaid expenses. Now let's write the amounts here. $46,000. See the amounts in your problem. 2,60,000 without loose tools plus 2 lakhs plus 50,000 plus 20,000. Okay, now let's add these items. It is 5,76,000. So total current assets 5,76,000. Now we will calculate current liabilities. Current liabilities is equal to, from this problem, trade payables plus liability for current taxation then the next item is bank overdraft, then dividend payable, then outstanding expenses, and then no, this is the last item, plus outstanding expenses. Trade payables plus liability for current taxation plus bank overdraft plus dividend payable plus outstanding expenses. Okay, so let's add these items. 1,70,000 plus 30,000 plus 60,000 plus 50,000 plus 10,000. Correct. Now total is, it is 3,20,000. Easy totals. 3,20,000. Okay. This is rupees 5,76,000 and 3,20,000. Now let's calculate current ratio. Therefore, current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. So 5,76,000 divided by 3,20,000. Okay, so 5,76,000 divided by 3,20,000. These three zeros will be cancelled with this. Then you can divide these items, and the ratio is 1.8 is to 1. 576 upon 320. Okay, you can divide by 2 first, and then the amounts will be small amounts. Then you can make division. The division is 1.8. So 1.8 is to 1 is the current ratio. 1.8 वरती येणार आहे, 1 खालती येणार आहे. So it is 1.8 is to 1. Understood? So now let's calculate liquid ratio, that is quick ratio or acid test ratio. Quick ratio is equal to, as we know, liquid assets divided by current liabilities. This is the ratio, formula of quick ratio. To calculate liquid assets, we have to deduct inventory and prepaid expenses from current assets. Total current assets, we have to exclude inventory and prepaid expenses. Okay, so current assets minus inventory and prepaid expenses. So current assets, total current assets 5,76,000 minus our inventory amount is 2,60,000 plus prepaid expenses amount is 20,000. So total 2,80,000 we have to deduct from 5,76,000, and so the answer is 2,96,000. Okay, so liquid assets are 2,96,000. Understood? And we already know current liabilities, total current liabilities 3,20,000. So let's calculate the quick ratio, that is liquid ratio or acid test ratio now on another page. This is my first page. Now second page. Therefore, quick ratio is equal to Liquid assets are 2,96,000 divided by current liabilities already calculated 3,20,000. Okay, so these three zeros will be cancelled with these three zeros. We can divide by 4 or 2 so that the amounts will be small, and after dividing 296 by 320, the division is 0.93 upon 1, that is 0.93 is to 1. Okay, so here we have completed the first problem, today's first problem. Now comment. See here in this problem, our current ratio is 1.8 is to 1 and ideal current ratio is 2 is to 1. So this firm's current ratio is less than the ideal ratio. Therefore, it means short-term financial position of the company is not up to the mark. That is, it is not satisfactory. Similarly, ideal quick ratio is 1 is to 1 and here their quick ratio is 0.93 is to 1. So this ratio also shows that their current financial position is not up to the mark. Okay, so let's write this comment here. The ideal current ratio is 2 is to 1 and here the current ratio is our current ratio is 1.8 is to 1. So it shows that short term financial position of the company is not up to the mark, or you can write is not sound or is not satisfactory. Okay, similarly ideal quick ratio is equal, and here it is 0.93 0.93 is to 1, which is lower. So short term financial position is not satisfactory. Okay, in this way we can write comments in every problem. Now next problem, see the problem. From the following compute current ratio. Some information is given here. Total assets 1 lakh, shareholders fund 60,000, non-current liabilities 20,000 and non-current assets 50,000. So here current assets and current liabilities are not given. We have to calculate from the given information the current assets and current liabilities. For this purpose, you have to know the format of the balance sheet very properly, very thoroughly. बॅलन्स शीटच्या फॉर्मॅटमध्ये ॲसेट साईडला काय काय असतं, नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स अँड करंट ॲसेट्स असतात. लायबिलिटी साईडला शेअरहोल्डर्स फंड, नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज आणि करंट लायबिलिटीज असतात. हे लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. आणि ॲसेट्स आणि लायबिलिटी साईडची टोटल इट विल बी इक्वल ऑलवेज. सो वी हॅव टू कीप all these points in mind and let's start calculating the required current assets and current liabilities amounts and then current ratio. Let's start. Now problem second. See, in this problem, as I told you, amounts of current assets and current liabilities are not given, and as we have discussed, we have to keep in mind the format of balance sheet always while solving these types of problems. In balance sheet, there are two sides, equity and liability sides and asset side. On equity and liability side, there will be shareholders funds, non-current liabilities and current liabilities. And in asset side, there will be non-current assets plus current assets. Okay. Now see, in this problem, total assets are given to us with other information, shareholders fund, non-current liabilities, non-current assets, etc. We have to calculate current ratio. So let's write the formula first. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. So we have to know current assets and current liabilities first. Now see, in this problem total assets are given and non-current assets are also given. So difference between total assets and non-current assets will be the amount of current assets. Understood? So current assets is equal to total assets. टोटल ॲसेट्समधून नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स मायनस केल्या की उरलेल्या करंट ॲसेट्स असणार आहेत, कारण टोटल ॲसेट्स काढण्यासाठी नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स आणि करंट ॲसेट्स याची टोटल केली की टोटल ॲसेट्स याची टोटल येते. त्यामुळे टोटल ॲसेट्समधून नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स बाजूला काढला की करंट ॲसेट्स येतील. सो इट इज इझी. सो सी इन द प्रॉब्लेम टोटल ॲसेट्स अमाऊंट इज 1 lakh मायनस नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स गिवन 50,000. So the amount is 50,000. So total current assets 50,000 आलेले आहेत. आता current liabilities. See the information, shareholders funds, non-current liabilities are given in this problem. Think about the equity and liabilities side. On equity and liabilities side, there are three major headings. Shareholders fund, non-current liabilities and current liabilities, and total of equity and liabilities side will always be equal with asset side, and we know total of asset side which is 1 lakh and total of asset side which will be the total of equity and liability side also. तुम्हाला कळतंय मी काय सांगते? इक्विटी अँड लायबिलिटी साईडची टोटल ही टोटल ॲसेट्सच्या एवढीच असणार आहे, म्हणजे 1 लाख असणार आहे. आणि आपल्याला 3 पैकी 2 आयटम्सची अमाऊंट माहिती आहे, शेअर होल्डर्स फंड आणि नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज. इफ वी विल डिडक्ट ॲडिशन ऑफ शेअर होल्डर्स फंड अँड नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज फ्रॉम द टोटल ॲसेट्स अमाऊंट which will be always equal to equity and liability side, then we will get current liabilities. जर आपण ॲसेट साईडची टोटल जी दिलेली आहे तीच इक्विटी अँड लायबिलिटी साईडची टोटल असणार आहे, त्यामुळे तिच्यामधून शेअर होल्डर्स फंड आणि नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज या दोन्ही गोष्टी जर मायनस केल्या किंवा या दोन्हीची टोटल जर मायनस केली तर उरलेली अमाऊंट ही करंट लायबिलिटीजची असणार आहे. ओके, सो इन दिस वे वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट करंट लायबिलिटीज. Therefore, current liabilities is equal to total assets minus shareholders fund and non-current liabilities. टोटल ॲसेट्स मायनस शेअर होल्डर्स फंड मायनस नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज असं लिहिलं तरी चालेल, किंवा शेअर होल्डर्स फंड आणि नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीची टोटल मायनस केली टोटल ॲसेट्समधून की करंट लायबिलिटीज येतील. टोटल ॲसेट्स 1 lakh मायनस शेअर होल्डर्स फंड 60,000 अँड नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज गिवन 20,000. ओके, सो 1 lakh minus 80,000. So the answer is 20,000. So in this problem, current liabilities 20,000, current assets 50,000, and now we have to calculate current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, now third page. Let's calculate. Therefore, current ratio is equal to, as per our calculation, current assets 50,000. So 50,000 divided by current liabilities 20,000. Okay, so these 4 zeros will be cancelled with these 4 zeros. 5 divided by 2, and division will be 2.5 upon 1. 2 ones are 2 and 2.5. Okay, so the ratio is 2.5 is to 1. Understood? Okay, now the next problem. Next problem now. See the problem. This is similar problem. Calculate the current ratio from the following information. Total assets 8 lakhs, fixed assets 5 lakhs 40,000, non-current investments 1 lakh 10,000, shareholders fund 6 lakhs, non-current liabilities 80,000. Now from this we have to calculate current ratio. It is similar. We have to keep it in mind that total of asset side of balance sheet will be equal to total of equity and liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, and let's start now. As I told you, this problem is similar. Third problem it is. Problem third. Okay, this problem is similar to second problem. As per our discussion in this problem, again total assets are given, fixed assets are given, non-current investments are given, shareholders fund, non-current liabilities. Okay, to calculate current assets we have to deduct fixed assets and non-current investment from total assets. आपल्याला करंट ॲसेट्स काढायचे आहेत. टोटल ॲसेट्स दिलेले आहेत. आपल्याला माहिती आहे ॲसेट साईडला नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स आणि करंट ॲसेट्स असतात. नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स बरोबर नॉन करंट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट्स पण असतात. सो नॉन करंट ॲसेट्स, नॉन करंट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आणि करंट ॲसेट्स अशा गोष्टी असतात. टोटलमधून जर आपण फिक्स ॲसेट्स विच इज नॉन करंट ॲसेट अँड नॉन करंट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट या दोन्ही गोष्टी वजा केल्या तर आपल्याला करंट ॲसेट्स मिळतील. ओके, सो लेट्स कॅल्क्युलेट करंट ॲसेट्स. So for solving ratio analysis problems, you have to know very clearly the format of balance sheet. Keep it in mind, format of balance sheet and profit and loss statement. Current assets is equal to total assets minus fixed assets and non-current investment. Total assets 8 lakhs minus fixed assets 5 lakhs 40,000 plus non-current investments are 1 lakh 10,000 minus 6 lakhs 50,000. So the answer is 1 lakh 50,000. These are current assets, amount of current assets. Now we have to calculate current liabilities. Current liabilities is equal to, again just like the last problem, total assets are given, and from total assets we have to deduct shareholders funds and non-current liabilities to get current liabilities. So total assets minus shareholders fund and non-current liabilities. So total assets 8 lakhs minus shareholders fund 6 lakhs plus non-current liabilities 80,000. So 8 lakhs minus 6 lakhs 80,000. So the answer is 1,20,000. So current liabilities are 1,20,000. Now let's calculate current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. So current assets 1,50,000 divided by current liabilities 1,20,000. These 4 zeros will be cancelled with these 4 zeros. We have to divide by 12. 12 ones are 12 and 12 ones are 12. 1.25. Okay. So 1.25 is upon 1 means 1.25 is to 1. So current ratio is 1.25 is to 1. Okay. Understood? You have to solve everything very clearly in your notebook. Now let's solve two similar problems. See this problem. Calculate current ratio from the following. Working capital rupees 45,000, total debts rupees 1 lakh and long term debts rupees 70,000. We have to calculate current ratio. So for that purpose we have to calculate first current liabilities and current assets in this problem. The next problem is also similar. See the problem. Calculate current ratio from the following. Working capital rupees 6 lakhs, trade payables rupees 1,80,000 and other current liabilities rupees 20,000. So now first we will solve the illustration 12th problem and then this problem. Let's start now. And now next problem. As per our discussion, there are two small problems. We will solve the illustration 12th first. In today's period, this is problem 4th. Okay. See this illustration. We have discussed the problems already. In this problem, they told us to calculate current ratio and information given is working capital, total debts and long term debts rupees 70,000. Okay. See here, total debts are total liabilities and long term debts 70,000. म्हणजे टोटल लायबिलिटीज 1 लाख आहेत आणि त्यातले टोटल देणी 1 लाख आहेत, त्यातली लॉंग टर्म डेट्स 70,000 आहेत. सो difference between these two amounts will be current liabilities, that is current debts. Understood? And working capital is given. Working capital, to calculate working capital, the formula is current assets minus current liabilities. If we know working capital and current liabilities, we can calculate the amount of current assets. Okay. So let's start now. First we will calculate current liabilities. Current liabilities is equal to फोकस होत नाही आहे. Current liabilities is equal to total debts minus long term debts. Total debts 1 lakh minus long term debts 70,000. So the answer is 30,000. Current liabilities are 30,000. Now current assets. Current assets. To calculate current assets, we have to understand the formula of working capital. I will show it here. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Okay. करंट ॲसेटच्या टोटलमधून करंट लायबिलिटीची टोटल मायनस केली की वर्किंग कॅपिटल येतं. सो जर वर्किंग कॅपिटलमध्ये करंट लायबिलिटीज ॲड केल्या, विल टेक करंट लायबिलिटीज अपोजिट साइड ऑफ इज इक्वल टू साइन, then it will be working capital plus current liabilities is equal to current asset. Understood? So here current assets is equal to working capital plus current liabilities. Understood? So current working capital given is 45,000 plus current liabilities 30,000 as per our calculation above, and so current assets are 75,000. Okay, now let's calculate the current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. So 75,000 divided by 30,000. These three zeros will be cancelled with these three zeros. I will divide by 5 to these amounts to get small amounts. So it is 15 upon 6, and now I will divide by 6. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, and it is 2.5. 2.5 upon 1, it means current ratio is 2.5 is to 1. Okay, and now last problem, today's last problem. Problem 5th, which is similar, and we have discussed that earlier. In this problem also, working capital is given, trade payable is given 1,80,000 and other current liabilities 20,000. So total current liabilities will be addition of trade payables and other current liabilities. Okay, so let's calculate current liabilities is equal to trade payables plus other current liabilities. So current liabilities is equal to trade payable amount is 1,80,000 plus other current liabilities. Other current liabilities amount is 20,000. So the answer is 2 lakhs. Rupees 2 lakhs. Current liabilities will be rupees 2 lakhs. Now let's calculate current assets. Again here working capital is given and we know current liabilities. Same formula we have to use to calculate current assets. So current assets. हा फॉर्म्युला काय ते कळले ना सगळ्यांना. वर्किंग कॅपिटल फॉर्म्युला इज करंट ॲसेट्स. वर्किंग कॅपिटल इज इक्वल टू करंट ॲसेट्स मायनस करंट लायबिलिटीज. So to get current asset, we have to add current liabilities in working capital. So current assets is equal to working capital plus current liabilities. Working capital amount is given 6 lakhs plus current liabilities we have calculated here 2 lakhs. Okay, so answer is 8 lakhs. So current assets are 8 lakh. Now let's calculate current ratio. current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Current assets 8 lakhs divided by current liabilities 2 lakhs. These 5 zeros will be cancelled with these. 2 ones are 2, 4. 4 upon 1 means 4 is to 1. So current ratio in this problem is 4 is to 1, which is more than the ideal ratio, that is 2 is to 1. So आयडियल रेशोपेक्षा जास्त असेल करंट रेशो तरीसुद्धा ते फार चांगली सिच्युएशन नाही आहे. याचा अर्थ असा आहे करंट ॲसेट्समध्ये जास्त अमाऊंट गुंतून राहिलेली आहे, इवन दो करंट लायबिलिटीज आर लेस, असं त्याचं मिनिंग होतं. इफ आपल्याला कमेंट द्यायची असेल, त्यांनी सांगितलेलं असेल कमेंट द्या असं तर. ओके, सो सॉल्व ऑल दीज प्रॉब्लेम्स इन युअर नोटबुक वन बाय वन. Learn them properly and let me know if there is any doubt. Okay, that's all for today.